I'm at a point now where we've got the North German Federation here. I looked at the thing here for cultures, and for Germany and for launch unification play, it said needed pan nationalism. I thought, what will this give me here? It says annex all required states not owned by unification supporters, subjects, or allies. And now that Austria is no longer a great power, is also not a is not also a unification candidate. So if I do a unification play with Austria not as a great power, I believe these are on the table. And rather than claim them all one by one and pay the infamy costs, I do the unification play, have a war, bring them in potentially at a minimum of infamy. Again, this is part of the nation as a corporation, bringing in the aspects of what is seen as needed to make it larger and more competitive with others. France has just had a terrible little civil war here. I think now the Bourbons are back in charge, so they got rid of the old monarchy and got a new monarchy. Yeah, this is not even back and forth between republic and monarchy. It's now between different monarchies. And in the middle, Alsace-Lorraine rebelled. They formed the Swiss Rebellion. Okay, so if I do this unification play, the question is, will that also be part? Probably not, because it's already in a war with France. But I'm going to push that button. Launch unification play. It says on my side, Germany, Bavaria, Württemberg, Baden, Schleswig, Hohenzollern. Cool. On the enemy side, a very poorly armed Austria, Switzerland, and Krakow. That's it. Yes. And keeping out of the picture, looks like Britain and Russia don't favor Austria at all. Ottomans, nobody loves Austria because this is not Habsburg Austria. This is rabble-roused Austria. Sweden is on my side. We have an alliance. Let's do this. Let's confirm. And let's see what happens. And what? Baden left the Zollverein. Bavaria, Württemberg, that whole... Whoa, they all left the Zollverein. Oh, because they joined with me. Ha ha, yes. Wow, unify with Bohemia, Moravia, Transdanubia, Styria, Tyrol, Austria, Südtirol, Slovenia, and Alsace-Lorraine. Wait, do they know this? Oh, because they're Swiss. So I'm at war with this Swiss, not that Swiss. This is... No, I am at war with that Switzerland. But also... Does Switzerland own this? Country in Switzerland. Okay, well, it's colored green, guys. I don't know what's up with that. It's in the Swiss market. This is King Johann Conrad von Rupplin. All right, and over here it's King Johann Conrad von Rupplin. Nah, Chancellor Damian von... So it's a different Switzerland. Okay. We have two different... Schweiz. Okay. Well, France might take that over. I'm okay with that, I think. Let's go ahead and put in our... Woof. We got this 5th North German Army here. Let's upgrade the artillery, upgrade the infantry. Wow, that's a lot of artillery. How about you guys all go over to the 1st Army? They need some artillery. Just all of y'all, just go. Yeah. Und that is gut. And then let's get the Mine Corps mobilized and on supporter. Mit that. Und the Swiss Army mobilized. Und here. Und the Elbe Army mobilize und here. And the First Army can wait a moment. We will see what happens from all this. And there's entirely possible chance that this Ersatz Switzerland is conquered by the French. And we have competing financial centers. Hesse and Bayern are both valid claims to be a national financial center. Why not Brandenburg? I thought this was it. Well, National Financial Center, 5% from Hesse is our GDP there. 9% from Hesse. Ah, well, and we wouldn't have the Jack the Ripper there. You know, that is. Okay, so it's got to be Hesse. That is where we have the financial center of the country. I think that's also where Frankfurt is. Yeah? Okay, so there we are. Oh, yeah, it is, yeah. Yeah, Frankfurt is there, and that's the capital of the European Central Bank right now. So it makes sense to put our central bank here. Let's make sure we have a central bank. There it is. Ha ha! Lovely little bank. Let's subsidize it because I like a subsidized bank. And we have all these things here. So we have low maximum organization. Let's take care of that then. Get a new commander from the armed forces. Sure, he's wounded. I'm okay with that. Let's recruit wounded veterans. There we are. And the first army now has 200 units in it. Oh boy. Albrecht von Roon, you've got a promotion. Yay. Okay, so you can handle that now. Anything else I need to know? Baden, Bayern, and Württemberg. They need some choo-choo trains. Oh, wait. Before we go with that, let's make sure we have our production methods reset. Schleswig, Franconia, Bayern, Württemberg, Baden, and Rhineland. There we are. They're all the same now. We need to incorporate. All right. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, that's going to cost us. Oh, well, we will incorporate them. And I guess also, well, we'll build the choo-choo trains, yeah. Check out the infrastructure. We need Württemberg, Bayern, Baden. And for the administration, Württemberg, Bayern, Baden. Oh, well, sorry. We actually didn't need the other, but we do need Franconia. It's slightly low on their taxes. And this will help us overcome our deficit on our administration there. Okay. This is for lots of territory here. And now that you've got your artillery, mobilize and into the fray. I don't think we need to get our conscripts in there. And now, okay, so which Switzerland is this? This is good Switzerland. Okay, we'll accept that. Oh, we solved the Ripper. Well, there you go. We got the guy. And sorry, he's out. And that's that. Okay. Looks like our armies are still able to command them, no problem. Okay, what's going on over here? This is La Plata. I don't care about them. Okay, and we're having a recession. No. All right, well. Did Switzerland end its war with France? Wow, okay, cool. Well, we'll do that then. I guess, yeah. So what's going to happen to Austria if we take all of Austria? Well, we're about to find out. Let's make sure we press our goals. To make peace, we want Alsace-Lorraine, Slovenia, South Tyrol, Austria, Tyrol, Styria, Transdanubia, Moravia, Bohemia. Yeah. Oh, I'd love to have Istria, but the Adriatic port is not to be ours. No, it's not. Let's cancel all these trade routes that don't look like they're making any money from us, and the ones that are idle. And we have 300. Yes, I know I'm taxing grain and fish. They make incredible profits there. Clothes also looks like another one that'll net me a lot of money per. For every 100 of these, I get 7 tax, and the next one down here is I get 5 for 100. So now we're going to tax the clothing. Oh yes, and eventually we'll come around to cutting taxes and making more things. But right now we have a fight to have there. This is troubling. There we go. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, Somebody died? No, that's just a politician. Okay, not a actual general or anything. Okay, and notice how our shortages are much smaller now because we are taking care of business there. This is great. If the French don't see this as a bit of revanchism, then we take Alsace-Lorraine without there being any need for them to strike back at us. And these guys are falling into line here with making their entrances here. Looks like Belgium is going to join, and Switzerland looks really likely to join. Denmark will come around to it, I'm sure. Let's take a look at our interactions with them. Let's guarantee their independence, and maybe even bankroll and lobby them? Yes. Because I'd like to control that particular strait there. If we control all of this, then we can keep Scandinavia in line. Wow. Wow, the Austrians are collapsing in front of the German might. And Alsace is putting up a bit of a better fight, but to be sure, we don't have that many soldiers on their front. Oh my gosh. This is all she wrote here. That's all she wrote. Oh my gosh. Yeah, their war support is plummeting. Yeah, man. And that means we'll just keep the armies together and drop an anvil on Alsace there. Oh, wow. Switzerland will now join the Zollverein, and there's no need to wait. They're going to jump in right now. And ding, there we go. They are now part of our trade group. Yes. And wow, we are in the middle of a war, and we're making a little bit of money every week because we're not building anything right now. And the rest of that money is going for our soldiers. That's pretty good. Once we're done with the fight, oh, wow, and ow, and da-da-da-da-dow. That is... There is no Austria in your Austria. There is no Austria in your Austria. We will take care of that in a bit there, and I think I did launch a unification play. Guys, don't we... Oh, I need to form Germany now. Right, because I've got 31 out of 31. This is good. And I like this Großdeutschland better than the one that includes all of Slovakia and Hungary and Croatia, because this is the one that I think appeals to, well, the German sensibilities the most. With the exception of the Transdanubia doesn't seem to make much sense here. I mean, the population is mostly Hungarian. Some South German, some Slovak. Yes, and I know that South German population in Bohemia and Moravia is a bit of contention, especially with the Czech population there. I'll get an earful from the Czech folks who are on my Discord about conquering Czechia, but oh well, this is part of Großdeutschland, and from their perspective, it's historical. And remember, this is a conservative-driven Germany here. So with the attitudes that they have towards culture, segregation, and things of that, but based on those requirements, yes, they would not want to have any of the Austria that wasn't German Austria. But again, Transdanubia doesn't make much sense. We could always jettison it. I mean, it's what it's only 1% of my GDP. I'm fine with that. Whereas the rest of this part here is pretty important. Okay. So forming Germany, we'll do that. And look really nice there. The Zollverein is now back up to 11 members because we've got the Netherlands in there and they bring their fun. Belgium's about to join. Denmark's about to join. This will become basically a a Germanic union, with the exception of Belgium. But they got the Flemish people there. That's kind of Germanic. Yeah, overall, this is it. And that is how we do this thing. And then what happens? Well, we've discovered we're getting 254 innovation every year, every week, and we got plenty more over our innovation cap. So this is going to help with our technology spread. And we shall see what comes next out of this. Does Germany begin to grasp for other colonies, or does it look to grasp for other markets? Now, there's a difference. Colonization means taking over lands that are not part of this German homeland that they've defined here very conservatively. And I should say that when we look at the government, it is the Conservative Party and the Free Conservative Party are here. The most powerful party here is the petite bourgeoisie one. And if we look at their stances, ethno-state, racial segregation, national supremacy. So taking over other colonies, I don't see anything in here that says they would want to necessarily acquire colonies overseas. Now, this guy has got, yeah, I don't see that. What about armed forces? They do endorse colonial resettlement. Okay. Religious schools, there's no market, no comment on how they feel there. Colonization, how do you feel about it? I don't see them making comment there either. Independent workers, migration controls, legal guardianship, restricted child labor. We're not seeing a lot of demand for colonization. Free unions, but, well, that's an uphill battle there. Wow, he's got a large... Oh, of course, industrialists. Colonial exploitation. So 5.6, so about 16% of the nation is leaning towards colonization. The rest doesn't want it. And I get that. I totally get that. It looks like what Germany is going to do here is take this windfall, huge windfall, this unification play that has resulted in zero infamy. And how could we justify that historically? Because this is massive here. Well, one, Germany did not intervene in the French Civil War. The Bourbon monarchy was able to restore itself without any German interference, so they kind of owe Germany a favor there. Germany has very good relations with England, even though this is not the England of Queen Victoria. This is the England of Emperor Villiers. Oh, boy. Yeah. Yeah, Queen Victoria's out, but Germany didn't interfere in that and built relationships with them. Austria was a rump. Austria, this is not the Habsburgs. This opens the door essentially for Russia to assert itself. They would be fine with that. Austria, of course, is not happy with it. Italy wouldn't mind at all seeing a German neighbor to the north because it means the Austrians aren't going to try to be taking back their territory. All in all, it seems like there's some harmony with Germany doing this. Had Austria still been ruled by the Habsburgs, had it still been a great power, no, this would not fly. But, well, this is what it is, and now I've got to rearrange the German military. We've got all these units that are being merged in and around. We're going to have to move things over, get better artillery distribution for our forces and all that. But we're now going to go into a period of technological expansion and looking for markets overseas. And yes, we can actually declare some more interest. We've got five more interests to declare. Oh la la. Looks like, why do we not have interest in Indonesia? What has happened there? I thought the Dutch brought that in. Well, it looks like Dutch East Indies is a dominion. Well, I should have. Shouldn't they be part of my market? They are. Well, then let me make sure I put an interest there. Let's drop an interest on Indonesia. That's one. Let's drop an interest in the Caribbean. That's two. We're not going to colonize. And I don't know, but Persia should be one. South India, although we also got North India. I don't know. We'll see what happens there. We're just generally interested in India. No, let's not be. Let's be interested in Manchuria and North China. There might be something afoot there potentially. Not conquering this territory. We don't want that. If we look at the German Empire, let's go to cultures. No, let's go to population. And let's look at our charts. And we are 45% North German, 32% South German. So that is 77%. And then the rest, clonk. We have a lot. There's about 9%. That gets us up to 86 with a Czech. 90% gets us to Hungarian, and then we've got 20% is everything else. Polish, Alemannic, Slovene, Danish, French, Ashkenazi, Slovak, Moluccan. Moluccan? Where do we get them? We've got a long tail there. Just people who migrated around because the Dutch are in our group, they can migrate around that way. Okay, fine. But this is what the North and South German, or what we want Germany to be, if we are looking at a conservative, inward-looking Germany. That's what they would want to have. So having conquest of other nations is not what they want. But having control of other markets, yes, that is what the British have. And now Germany, you look at it here. Germany has definitely taken its place and will want to have some of those exotic tropical goods, the rubber, the oil, other things that are products of the tropics. They will want to have those in their own economy. And if we look at the rest of the world, yeah, there's not a lot there. There's not a lot being claimed by these other groups. And that would mean it's time to move in. And we look at all blocks. There's a Russian one, an Ottoman one, a US one, a British one, and a German one. France doesn't have a block. Oh, poor France. They do have that bit there, but they've lost this. This is now part of Tunis. Maybe that's an opportunity. But yeah, certainly this is something that Germany wants to look at. And when we come in, I am going to form Germany as a nation. Let's go to that. Nation formation, Germany Empire. I only have form historical nations checked, but if I wanted, I could become the Holy Roman Empire if I didn't have that checked. Wow. But yeah, we're going to form Germany. 31 out of 31. There's no more to conquer. All hail the king, the one who is... Wait, the king that's very unpopular right now? This guy? He's hated. Give him a plus 50 popularity, or we make our populations more loyalist. With 18.6 million radicals, we need more loyalists. This is a victory for the German people. Click that one. And let's unpause. And wow, yeah, we just lost 3 million radicals that way. When we come back, I am going to load my pick a color mod, and I'm going to make Germany back to that nice Prussian color, because I like that one better than this, like, I don't know, cream tea color, khaki. Okay, yeah, I'm wearing, this is matching my shirt, and this is fine for a shirt, but not for a Germany. No. I want a proper Prussian blue there. So so we'll come back with that color for Germany, and we'll see how we can expand its market and what we can do to rein in some more of the excesses we had in staving off liberalism. Oh, by the way, one last note was that we have the petite bourgeoisie in charge. They push to get dedicated police force. Now, local police force is something that the Junkers like. It gives them plus 20% strength. But the petite bourgeoisie were stronger, and they moved it over to them. Does this mean that Germany is more liberal? Because we're taking the power, even though it is not flowing all the way down because it's flowing from a smaller group to a larger group. Is that liberalism, even if the groups themselves are ultra conservative? Think about that. Like, comment, and subscribe. Now we have something to comment about. Is it liberalism to give the conservatives, or to give more conservatives power? We shall see. Have fun. There'll be another episode, I'm sure. I got to end this not in the middle of a sentence, though. You never want to